Okay, so 05 Honda Element, doing the AC blower motor. Over a period of several months, it started developing this noise, like there was something in it, like the squirrel cage was hitting something in it. And it would every so often hit a dead spot, and if you kicked up the underside of the dash, then on the passenger side, it would start again. So it was definitely a blower motor that was bad. So we're going to replace that today. Okay, once you've emptied your glove box out, pop these two, there's one on each side. Pop these out, they should come out. And then you'll be able to drop this whole glove box assembly down and get it out of your, and then you can take the two screws off the hinges that hold it in. Okay, so when you're taking, after you're going to get the glove box out of your road, because it just makes it a little bit easier to get into everything and see what you're doing. So on the back side, there's screws. They've got heads on them, but they've also, you can use a Phillips head screwdriver on them. So take those two out and then pull the whole glove box out of your road. Just gives you a little extra room to work. 05 Honda Element. So when you're going to drop this, you want to take this screw out and this screw out after you've taken out the side latches in the glove box, because that makes it easier to get in there. And that's of course after you've already taken the bottom panel out that goes under that kick plate down there. Because if you're like me, you've been actually kicking the bottom of that to make your blower motor go when it hits a dead spot. So we've been doing that for a few weeks now. Okay, so 05 Honda Element blower motor. Take out the glove box, which is the two, you've got two of the little guide thingies on either side of the box, and then take out the two screws that hold it at the hinges. That clears everything out. Take out your cabin air filters, and then there's three screws that hold the blower motor in on this particular model. There's this one here, there's one up here, kind of got to find it, it's right up in, right here, and then another in the back there, right here. So those three. This comes down, this is the new one. Pull the pigtail off right here. Make sure when you put it back in that the wiring harness, that you don't catch that in this. But those three screws, this whole assembly comes down with those three screws. They're Torx head, but you can use a very narrow flat head with them. Again, this is an 05 Honda Element, not sure how other cars are. So it's not that hard. So there you go. 05 Honda Element AC blower motor, in and out. This thing is the thing that's a pain in the ass to get in and out. It's got two tabs that line it right there, and then it's got three little tabs that pull out like that. So it's kind of a booger and a half. You just kind of gotta screw with it and fight with it until it comes out. So that's how you do it. Took us about an hour, thanks to my son for helping out. You know, it takes about an hour or so start to finish. Just, you know, take your time doing it. Look for those three screws. Definitely take the glove box out. You shouldn't have to take the whole seat out. I saw another video with a different model Honda. I think it was a Pilot. The guy like took half his dash out and half the seat out and everything, and that's not necessary on these Elements. I think it's the same setup for like an 03 to a 2011, because that's what the part number fit. Is a bunch. I got an aftermarket part on Amazon, so I think it cost me around $50 for a blower motor. But now I know where, if it ever goes out again, I know exactly where it's at and how to do it, and I can probably do it in half the time. So just take your time. The hardest part, I think, is actually just getting the stupid little underside panel out, because that's such a pain in the butt. But there you go.